Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Warriors Archive. What kind of stacker are you? I've decided to bust out my stack, the whole stack, for the first time since I've crossed the 500 ounce mark. I'm up to 800 and some change here. This is pretty much 800 ounces right here in bullion, and then I've got a worldwide collection there, so 800 and some change. But basically I just wanted to talk about a few things that are kind of hot topics right now. I've noticed that the term semi-numismatic has kind of faded away after Argent Agent put out his video, kind of wrote the book on numismatics as far as the YouTube community is concerned, and I applaud him for that. Basically what I wanted to do in this video is to look at my stack, kind of analyze it, and have you guys look at yours and analyze your own stack. What kind of stacker are you? Are you a bullion stacker? Are you a numismatic stacker? Are you a combination of both? Are you happy with what your stack is and where it's going? Sometimes you don't know until you bust it out and kind of see what you got going on there. It's real easy to have a game plan initially, but if you don't stick to it, you can stray pretty far away or get off track, basically. Let's talk a little bit about numismatics. I see a lot of numismatic plays in everybody's stack. Are you a bullion stacker? Are you a numismatic stacker? It's hard to be both, really. It's, you know, you look at your stack sometimes, you know, if you got more numismatics than you do regular bullion, then you're a numismatic stacker. Looking at the bulk of mine, I've got 800 ounces in bullion, okay? These American Silver Eagles right here, these white containers are the Buffaloes. And then I've just got the 10 ounce NTR bars. So, and that's what I mean by keeping it simple. Over here is basically a worldwide collection that it's kind of just something fun to keep me entertained while I'm stacking. But back on topic here, as far as numismatic, like I said, it's hard to stack a lot of ounces when you're buying into all those numismatic plays. It's real expensive to buy most of that stuff, and you're missing out on a lot of bullion when you do that. Now I get it, some of those coins out there are awesome, and some of them you could just you just want and you gotta have, and I get that, which is why I started the worldwide collection here. But if you're not careful, you will end up with a lot of numismatic stuff, and that will be very expensive. You're gonna miss out on a lot of weight that you could have been stacking, basically. Another thing is low mintage coins. Now, to me, that is just doesn't make very much sense to me, because these mints, they know what they're gonna mint. They know how many they're gonna mint, and they can stamp a coin with a low mintage mark and jack the prices up, and people pay for them. Now, to me, as a consumer, as a customer, that kind of annoys me, so I stay away from that thing. On the other side, for them, they're selling a lot of bullion that way. Well, actually they're selling a lot less bullion for a lot more money that way. So just be mindful of that. You know, when you stack, you know, you always got to keep that in mind. You don't want to end up paying a lot of people's paychecks just, you know, while you're trying to preserve your own wealth, you know what I mean? And if you're buying a whole bunch of numismatics or low mintage stuff, then that can happen real easily. Bullion is the opposite of numismatic. Both silver But numismatic is pretty much collector's coins, and bullion is initially minted as just bullion. Some of them have the potential to be numismatic in the future, and I get that. I'm not going to argue all day about that. But bullion is pretty much gold or silver considered in mass rather than in value. The term or the phrase "more bang for your buck," that's something I think of when I think of bullion, and that's kind of how my stack, that's kind of the motto of my stack, I guess. I'm trying to get is bullion, you know, more bang for my buck. I don't want to buy 5 or 6 coins that cost me as much as, you know, this sheet of NTR bars, which is 100 ounces. And a lot of that is going on out there. I'm not gonna name websites or different mints, anything like that, but you know, check yourself sometimes, guys. Look at these mints and these websites where you're buying, and look at those prices. It's ridiculous. You know, you're not gonna get, and be mindful that this has taken me a while. You're not gonna get a stack like this anytime soon if you are buying a whole bunch of numismatic stuff. I'm not telling you not to buy numismatic stuff, but you know, just ration it, I guess. You know what I mean? Shipping costs. When you're buying online, and I would suggest buying online, a lot better than local coin shops, I can tell you that. All these numismatic plays and these nickel and diamond coins, you're going to pay a lot of different shipping costs on that. So, you know, that's another thing to be mindful of. If you wait every other month or something like that and make one big purchase, do it. You're going to save yourself a lot of shipping costs and extra fees and the signature fees, all the other stuff that they throw out at you. Something else to be mindful of. Another thing is local coin shops. Local coin shops, they are what they are. I'm not going to beat a dead horse. I would just tell you, go online, look at that stuff before you go to a local coin shop, because local coin shops will rip you off. Okay? I don't see how they're still in business anymore, really. I just don't. But you will get ripped off. They will they'll take your shirt right off of you. It's ridiculous. Maybe not all of them are like that, but the vast majority of them are. But just look at your stack, guys. Are you happy with your stack? Are you wanting to change something else up? Or are you wanting to, you know, buy more numismatic stuff? Maybe you've reached your goal of a particular number of ounces, and now you want to mix it up a little bit and go numismatic. I get that. But for me, I'm stacking. You know, I'm adding weight. That's my goal. That's my goal. What's yours?